The youngest is 5. The eldest is 80. So from 5 to 80.
It was smoke everywhere when we left the house. And like I said, the embers was flying, and we were just one of the, I believe, God help us through it, because they could have shoot at us or whatever, but we could actually see them, because the wind was just amazingly just unbearable.
So today, March 8th is the 8th. Yeah, today, March 8th is the 4th time. I believe this is the 4th or 5th time that I've been back here to this property. I've came with my family, and then I came a couple of times by myself. But we have a gate here that I didn't really ever cross past until today. I always stayed beyond the gate because I just wasn't ready to like walk on the actual premises of like where I pretty much grew up at, because I just wasn't ready to face it just yet. It was like, I don't know if you guys even noticed that I always stayed outside the gate. I never came in. And we've come a few times. Like, we've had the New York Times like cover a story one time before. There's another time that I've come here. There's just been many times I've come, and this is the first day that I've actually walked past and saw everything, because I just wasn't ready to face it yet. Because I just wanted that. I guess I wasn't ready to face the reality that I'm not walking into the same home that I've always known, and walking in the grounds where it's like in shambles, as you can see, like everything's in pieces. And so it's just really hard to kind of like accept that. And so today was a big step, and I'm glad that I did it, and I got to do it with my mom and my aunt here, who's been really being strong throughout this whole process. I always like to acknowledge the women in my family who like show me what real strength is versus the men in my life, because I've always been mostly around women. And so I always take that I always hold that very close to me, to say that like women have inspired me all my life, and so they've been really strong, and they've been even showing me how to be strong. So I really appreciate that. I love them so much. I really do.
Love you guys.
And then today also marks the day that we have been finally able to say we closed in a year lease long term for a place for my aunt and my mom and her kids my cousins to like actually lay their head down for a permanent time, a longer permanent time than the few weeks that they've only had to stay in certain places. They've been jumping around Airbnbs. They've jumped around from my place. They still have stuff at my place, Airbnbs to hold, to
move 6 times.
They moved 6 times.
Yep.
So, and then my mom as well. It's just been a very, very stressful process. Yes. But I just love that at the end of the day that we've been sticking together, because that is the one thing that we made an agreement to do from this jump, even with our external family. It's like, as long as we stay together, everything will be okay. So we saw the house today, right? And I saw the house for the first time today. And I was just so happy that they were happy. And it feels like another home that we can actually settle in and feel comfortable in for the meantime while we rebuild. It has houses it has mountains like Altadena.
It kind of reminds us. And then even moving forward, that house looks like it'll be definitely a gathering house, which this
like
was.
We were doing,
Exactly. Yep, because there's a pool in the backyard. There's more things in that house than we had.
Right.
So very happy to be able to say that it's a process, but there's progression in that process. And so, and we're still going to keep it going. We still need those donations to afford the residents and stuff. We're thankful for the GoFundMe and the donations we have been getting so far.
Yes.
But anything more can definitely help out, because it's definitely going to be a long process, and we're going to need as much support as possible to keep going. Finally, walking past the gate of the home that has been in our family and been a refuge for our Haitian family for many years now. It just feels like we are stepping upon this particular step out of the whole house is standing still. And that is a really meaningful significance to us and a signal that we're not going anywhere. Very much so. So we're very much going to stay as strong as this step here, and hope that and know that when the time comes to actually rebuild, that we'll make it another structure that's going to stand strong just as much as we are standing strong together as a family. And the steps that we're sitting on and standing on.
Absolutely. Please do. Please share.
Yes, yes. yes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
This evening is particularly meaningful as Sardia is performing her show in support of a family of 10 who lost their 4 homes in the Eaton fire.
Tonight was a great night for me, and not just for me, but for the family. I get an opportunity to meet the family, which is just totally wonderful people, and just doing this on stage, performing my show for the family just brings so much joy to me. And just watching the crowd and see so many people came out to support was just phenomenal. And I truly, truly am blessed to be a part of it. They think that, they're grateful for me, but I'm actually grateful for them to give me the opportunity to do this for them.
Oh my gosh, that show was so amazing, from Yardie to Yankee. Oh my God, Sardia, thank you so much for supporting our family. Thank you so much to Key TV with Caribbean Magazine and Theater of the West here for just always supporting people in need.
Hi, my name is Sardia Robinson. I'm an actress, a writer, and a producer. I'm also a member of Theater West on Cohanga. Right with me, I have Dina Maroney, who is the president of Theater West. Dina, welcome.
Thank you so much, Sardia. I'm thrilled to be here. This is a very special morning.
Yes, it is. It is the day that we are officially handing over the check that I perform as a charity for the lovely family here, or Haitian American from Altadena, who they were victims of the fire in Altadena. 4 houses, they lost 4 houses, and Dina and I and Mikey TV put together a charity event to raise funds for them. And so we're officially here handing over the check to the family, and we're excited. Hi, how are you feeling today?
I am feeling awesome. I just want to say, wow, what an honor to be able to accept this on behalf of my family. The devastation was real, and just to have so many that comes around us, and the blessing that came with it there was no words. And so as I'm standing there here today, I just want to say I'm so blessed. Thank you for your honest, just to have the heart. It felt like I want to tear out the eyes, but I'm not, because this is to me a victory, and it's none other than what God is doing to us and for us. Every day we take steps. Yeah. So, Sadia, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, you don't make me cry, girl. I got mascara on. Don't make me cry.
I just wanted to, extend that my sincere gratitude, because my son met these amazing families, and we did the interview, and for them to pick us, because there's so many that are looking and needing, and so we were the one that, they saw that the need was there. So I want to extend that thank you.
I know how beautiful, moving, how talented she is. And so to be able to give that art over to the audience to raise funds for a family affected, it's really very special. And I congratulate her, but I also congratulate you all for being the recipients of this wonderful art.
We are a people of service, and that's what she has done, Theodore West has done, and we're very appreciative to be a part of this endeavor. When we drove down to Altadena and saw what was happening, my wife teared up through just trying to see and get an understanding. And the pain is real. In this vast city with millions of people and hundreds of thousands that got affected by these fires, we were able to do our little part. Yeah. And for that, I am grateful to be a part of this.
So I just want to give you your flowers, Key TV. Thank you so much for just orchestrating all of this. We could have not asked for a better community to highlight us and see us for the community that we are.
And I want to give another shout out to Don Moore, who also paid for the theater for us. So he's the one who just who's right away said, I'll pay for the theater. So thank you, Don Moore. Yay.
Thank you.